Have you ever noticed that the ones who truly command a room are rarely the loudest? They don't have to shout or plead for attention. Instead, they master the art of subtlety, the power to step back, to withdraw, to let their silence speak volumes. Suddenly, the atmosphere thickens. People glance around, uneasy, trying to interpret what just shifted. Who hasn't felt that magnetic pull of someone's absence, that jolt when the person you counted on to react simply doesn't? Now, pause and picture yourself in that same position. What would happen if you stopped being the reliable responder, the emotional first aid kit for everyone around you? Imagine choosing silence over immediate explanation. A gentle retreat over the urge to explode. Who would be left scrambling to fill the void you left behind? Who would start to question, to chase, to reveal their own dependence on your energy? It's a secret that's hiding in plain sight. The less available you are, the more others crave your presence. The moment you stop being instantly accessible, emotionally, physically, mentally, is the moment people start to panic. Why? Because your reactions have become their lifeline, your predictability, their safety net. The day you take a step back, everything tilts. The old games, where you were controlled through your willingness to please, suddenly fall apart. The masks slip. The roles you played for so long become meaningless. Carl Jung once said, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to a better understanding of ourselves." But let's take that a step further. When you become less accessible, when you refuse to react on command, the panic you see in others reveals more about them than it does about you. Who is trying hardest to provoke you? Who becomes restless in your silence? Who tries to guilt or shame you back into your old patterns? Their reactions are mirrors, exposing the subtle ways you've been manipulated, without even knowing it. Let's be honest. How often have you exhausted yourself for others? How many times have you said yes when you wanted to say no, replied instantly out of fear of being rejected, stayed up late replaying conversations, wishing you'd just held your ground? Every time you bend, every time you people please, you give away tiny fragments of your energy. And by nightfall, you're running on empty, frustrated, depleted, haunted by a sense of emptiness you can't quite explain. Here's the hard truth. Over-availability is not a virtue, it's a prison. The world will tell you that your worth is tied to how much you give, how fast you respond, how reliably you say yes, but that's a lie that keeps you trapped and drained. The ones who clamor for your constant presence don't necessarily want you. They want what you provide. Validation, comfort, distraction. And as long as you keep handing it out freely, they will never respect your boundaries. But what if you changed the rules? What if you became the person who chooses carefully where their energy goes? The one who's selective with their presence, who says not now, not today, or even just offers silence as an answer. That's when the game changes. That's when you become a mystery. That's when those who thought they owned your attention realize they never really knew you at all. You might lose some people, but here's the secret. You'll finally find yourself. With every no that you once feared, with every boundary you set, you reclaim another piece of your soul. Silence and withdrawal aren't signs of weakness, they're signals of self-respect and awakening. And as you shift your focus from pleasing others to protecting your own energy, you begin to taste real freedom. Ask yourself, who truly deserves a seat at the table of your attention? Who has earned the right to your emotional labor? Who, if anyone, has proven worthy of your vulnerability and time? And perhaps most importantly, who deserves your absence more than your presence? Because here's the paradox. What is always available is rarely valued. People only cherish what they fear they might lose. If you want to see someone's true colors, watch how they respond when you set a boundary. Do they guilt you, shame you, or accuse you of changing? Or do they respect your need for space, for silence, for self-renewal? The answers will tell you everything you need to know. As you step back, you'll notice something magical. The noise quiets, the confusion fades, clarity emerges from the stillness you create. You stop existing for others and start existing for yourself. And in this new space, you reconnect with your strength, the wholeness that was there all along, waiting for you to claim it. You don't need to justify your absence. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your silence. When you stop performing for the world, you begin to hear your own voice, clear and true. The world might label you cold, distant, or even selfish. Let them. Their discomfort is not your problem. It's a reflection of their own unmet needs. So, are you ready to make the shift? Are you prepared to let go of the need to be liked, needed, or constantly available? Are you brave enough to become a mystery, to become whole, to become unforgettable precisely because you choose yourself? If you're still reading, maybe you already know the answer.